It was a quiet Sunday morning. The city was still half asleep, and the air smelled like rain. Mark sat by his window, holding a cup of tea. He had just turned 30, but he didn't feel happy. His job paid well, he had a small apartment, and everything looked fine from the outside. But inside he felt empty, as if something was missing. He asked himself, "Is this all there is to life? Just work, eat, and sleep?" Every day felt the same, and nothing seemed special anymore. One day he decided to take a walk in the park. He needed to think, really think, about what made life worth living. The park was full of people. Children were running, couples were laughing, and old men were feeding the birds. Mark sat on a bench near a small pond. A few ducks swam peacefully in the water. Next to him sat an old man with a kind smile. He was holding a small notebook and drawing the scene in front of him. After a while, the old man looked at Mark and said, "You look lost, young man. Are you searching for something?" Mark smiled sadly. "Maybe. I'm just trying to understand what life means." The old man nodded slowly. "I asked myself the same question once," he said. "I thought the meaning of life was about success or money. But later," he continued, "I learned that it's about moments, small, quiet moments that make your heart feel alive." Mark listened carefully. The old man pointed at the ducks, the children, and the sky. "Look around," he said. "Everything here is alive. Life isn't about waiting for something big to happen. It's about noticing the little things happening now." Mark looked at the park again. He saw a little girl giving her mother a flower, and the woman smiled with love. He saw a man helping his elderly father walk across the path. He saw people sharing food and laughter under the trees. For the first time in a long while, Mark smiled. He felt something warm in his chest, a feeling he had forgotten. The old man closed his notebook and stood up. Before leaving, he said, "Remember, young man, life doesn't need to be perfect to be beautiful." Mark sat there for a while, thinking about those words. The rain started to fall softly, but he didn't move. He looked up at the gray sky and whispered, "Thank you." From that day on, Mark began to see life differently. He started calling his family more often, helping others, and taking walks without his phone. He learned to slow down, to listen, to breathe. He began to write about the things that made him smile every day, even the smallest ones. Weeks passed, and people around him noticed the change. He laughed more, talked more, and even found new friends. One morning, as he watched the sunrise, he realized something simple yet true. The meaning of life wasn't something to find. It was something to feel. It was already there, in kindness, in love, and in every small moment we choose to live fully. Mark smiled again, and for the first time, his heart was full.